So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Everyday Heroes 2018. I'm giving this one out of 5 stars. I hated this television series. It's about 10 episodes of so-called Knights in Columbus, so-called heroes. A lot of it is just Knights of Columbus propaganda about unity and patriotism, which means absolutely nothing. Praising the state instead of God, doing anti-Catholic things like fighting in useless wars. This is what Everyday Heroes is about. And this is the values and mission of the Knights of Columbus. Now, they try to mask it in some kind of charity, the veterans, and it has very little to do with converting souls. Now, I'm not saying that Legion of Mary is better than Knights of Columbus in that area, because the president of the Senatus, where I was going at St. Finbar, he was a heretic. He said that Jesus was not in any way human, which is a heresy. And he's telling people to vote Republican, and he's one of these pro-life fanatics. There are a lot of those in Knights of Columbus. The only thing they care about is worshiping the Republican Party. It has absolutely nothing to do with being Catholic. So don't let them fool you. I helped them with ushering at my church, but I don't attend any of the meetings or buy any of their financial products, much to the chagrin of my pastor. I can show you my badge if you don't mind waiting. I'll grab my Knights of Columbus usher badge. Where is it? We're in here. Well, I see a lot of batteries and stuff, but no badge. Here we go. All right, I found it. Whew. There it is, right there. My little prop there. That's my only affiliation with Knights of Columbus. I help them out with ushering at my local parish. All right. Heroism is not some unattainable ideal. Heroism is a worthy goal that lives within our grasp. How about living a life of humility? That is the central message of Everyday Heroes, a new documentary film featuring the witnesses of remarkable brother knights whose courage, faith, and commitment to charity embody the mission of the Knights of Columbus. Notice no mention of any word of salvation of souls or the glorification of God. From the college football star who selflessly puts the needs of others before his own, to the Special Olympics athlete who gives witness to the dignity of all human life. These stories demonstrate how the betterment of our world ultimately begins with the individual human heart. Warning, this movie is not rated, but it was created with an adult audience in mind. It contains some scenes of wartime violence. Yeah, we already knew that fake Catholics, mostly knights and pro-life people, they love death and destruction of property. And they claim it's Catholic. They put it on this form.org website. It should be taken off immediately and condemned for what it is. Wartime violence. Why would they even put this on their website then? We would recommend parental guidance and that parents preview it before watching with their children. Why would anybody watch this with their children? It's just war propaganda, and that's it. There's nothing. This has no redeemed quality other than it has 0 ratings on IMDb. So if you want to see a bunch of fake Novus Ordo Catholics worship the state and death and destruction, then watch this. Because that's what they're doing here. They're promoting the state's ability to destroy property and to maim and harm people. And then after the soldiers are done fighting in useless wars and they come back with missing limbs, then, okay, we're going to let you tour the Lord's and take a bath there in hopes that you find some redemption. All right. Everyday Heroes focuses the spotlight on these remarkable knights whose courage, faith, and commitment to charity embody the mission of the Knights of Columbus. Please join us in this journey of hope and inspiration and discover how the betterment of our world ultimately begins with the individual human heart. So this form.org, what they did was they combined 10 episodes of the television series and they made it into one 1 hour movie. So there you go. A release date, April 3rd, 2018 in the US. There's an official Everyday Heroes website, and then you've got language English, and not much going on here. This is season 1, episodes 1 through 10, and they're about 3 to 5 minutes each. The first episode is some guy who's doing some evangelization, which is surprising because Joe Reale, they want to make him a saint. He's converting people, getting them to go to church and what with him, which is what I try to do, but not very good at it, admittedly. I'm not exactly Mr. Charming, okay? Look at how many YouTube page views I have. It's over 1 million, but it's I still got a long ways to go here. Maybe I can give it a boost somehow, like my retirement account, and get it up to 6 million. Which was what I aimed to do when I fired my financial advisor. So the only The only real episode that I didn't object to was Not Your Average Joe, season one, episode one. It's not by coincidence that they chose Joe Reale as a good inspiration because he's actually doing some genuine good works here, in my view. And they even want to try to make him a saint. So they tried to temper all the death and destruction and war that they're promoting in this, and they're calling it charity, but it's not charity. And they even talk about 9/11 and the U.S. Constitution, which doesn't even mention God once. And the the 9/11 attacks was total inside job. But we won't go into the conspiracy theories and whatnot of 9/11. Let's just say a plain fuel doesn't melt steel. That's all you need to know about 9/11. We won't go into missing planes and firefighters who heard bomb explosions. All right. Or the Israeli government involved, whatever involvement they were doing with 9/11. All right. Or why Dick Cheney had the plane stand down. Or WTC-7. We won't go into any of that. All right. So this guy, this Grand Knight fool who's running this television show is an absolute embarrassment to the Catholic Church. He should be publicly excommunicated and banned from Catholic life. This man is a menace to society, and he's not the only one. A lot of people at my church are like him, and they just I tried to stay away from them as much as possible. I know they're going to beg me to go to Walk for Life, and I'll be like, no, no. I divorced pro-life about a year and a half ago because I had to subject myself and pray with these kooks for for about a year. It was torture, man. It was absolute torture. I won't go through that again. No way. And the whole purpose of the Walk for Life is is to have a parade for these Republican people with low IQs who still support President Trump. They're the 30% who still support President Trump after he after he failed to put Hillary Clinton in jail, and he's covering up the Epstein files, presumably because he's implicated in them himself. So there's that. I just can't stand President Trump. I never have. Even when he was campaigning, I didn't vote for him the first time. Now, if Thomas Massey were to run for president, I'd vote for him. But that's a different story. We don't have any real statesmen running for president anymore. Just a bunch of schmucks. All right. So number one on the top of the list is A Man for All Seasons, 1966. Number two is That's Sexploitation, 2013. Then we got Frankenstein Island, 1981. I don't know who recommended Frankenstein Island. It might have been Professor Quiz It might have been Professor Quiz who recommended Frankenstein Island. My memory is shot, but at least this time the internet held up and I was able to get another review in. I'm up to 3. My goal was 11 reviews. 11 reviews this week. I'm up to 3. I'm catching up, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to 4. I've still got 2 more episodes of Teresa de los Andes. And then I've got A Man for All Seasons, 1966. I don't know how long that movie's going to take. So those are my next 3 coming down the pike. If I can't get to A Man for All Seasons today, then for sure I'll get to it Monday. But hopefully by Monday I'll have wrapped up my Teresa de los Andes. Television series that's been holding back my ability to do movie reviews somewhat. I've been somewhat lazy getting through these terrible movies. Knights of Columbus really irritated me to the point that I had to watch the whole thing so that I was thoroughly disgusted and I could do this rant on the problems in the Catholic Church today. So I'm done with Everyday Heroes. I say skip it. Don't watch it. It's a waste of time. It's all Knights of Columbus propaganda. If you voted for Mitt Romney, you're going to love this. That's all I have to say. Laters.